What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of the Stratos build. We're gonna pick up right where we left off. We're gonna take this thing to the water. I got the trailer fixed up pretty good, do a couple extra ratchet straps on there, and blocked up the front. I'll show you what I'm talking about, but fingers crossed, we make it to the water. All right, so as you can see, I welded all this up in part 1. I put this extra piece on here and just ratchet strap that on. Did the same thing on the other side. Hopefully it will be good enough to make it there. I did put this little chunk of a 4x4 in here and I ran the strap up underneath of it just to try to get this to connect so it's not bouncing around so bad. It's not perfect, but hope we'll make it there. I'm gonna pull all these seats and everything out of here, hook it up to the truck. Let's take this thing up to the water. All right, so we made it. I got it out of the backyard. Not to the water, I made it to the front drive. I'm gonna look at it, inspect it a little more. I'm gonna hook the other trailer up to my wife's truck, get her to follow me down to the boat ramp. Hopefully we make it. I hate doing crap like this. Got my wife following me. Got my boys in here to help me. Hopefully. Alright, we're on the main road now. I don't know if I'm more worried about this trailer that we're towing or the fact that your mom's driving the other trailer behind us. All right, I think we're gonna max out about 30, 35. People can just go around. Tried to wait till right about dark, so hopefully there's not as many people on the road. And hopefully there's nobody at the boat ramp. We're almost there. That's like the longest 15-minute drive of my life. So we're turning off the main road and into the Locks Park. Feel a lot less stressed now. All right, so I'm sorry about the background noise. My house just got struck by lightning and my neighbor's running some generators now because they lost power, but I didn't. Ain't that some crap? My house gets struck by lightning, but I still have power. They don't. So anyways, I got this thing on the trailer. You see these bunk boards are way too long. I kind of anticipated that happening. But all in all, she fits pretty well up on the trailer. It's a little bit higher than it was on the old trailer, but I kind of like that. I didn't have any issues putting it on the trailer or dumping it back in the water at this height. So I might leave it there. It only brought it up about 8 inches from where it was before, but it sits up there pretty good on these bunks. This thing is filthy underneath there, but all I had to do was adjust this front jack winch all the way down here, and I'm pretty impressed with how it sits. It looks way better on this trailer. Definitely an upgrade. But yeah, I'm just gonna come back and cut these bunks off. Chop them off about flush with the back of the boat right here. Do away with that. I'll leave the carpet on there long. That way I can fold it back under and staple it up under the bottom. But the thing looks pretty sick on there. I started pressure washing it. I did this one little corner. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this thing cleaned up. All right, so it's raining out here a little bit, but that's all right. You can see how well this thing is cleaning up. I mean, this is what product I use right here. Stuff's cheap. It's not super cheap. It's like 11, 12 bucks from Walmart, but I bought 2 of these, and it's pretty much gonna do the entire boat with 2 of these. So I think for 25 bucks to get all that stuff off there, that seems pretty cheap to me. But let me show you what we got here, because this has all been done. I did up underneath here. There's still a little bit of this stuff left, and it's almost like hair or something. It's weird. It is coming off with scrubbing it and hitting it with a pressure washer. It's taking some time though. All right, so this side over here, I haven't really done much. You can see here, I sprayed it on this back part and just let it sit up there, and that's how it took all the stuff off of it. We'll spray some more, and we'll check on this in a minute. This is really the only hull cleaner I've had any luck with. Tried a couple different brands, and for fiberglass boats, this stuff seems to be the ticket. You see all this mildew and stains up here. I used to use this on my old fiberglass boat when we took it to Lake Gaston all the time. It has a lot of that red clay and that muddy, red, dirty, murky water. This stuff works pretty well. All right, we'll let that sit up there for a few minutes. We'll come back and check on it. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes and I've done nothing to this. This stuff stripped everything off there extremely well. I'm gonna come back and hit it with the pressure washer now, and I'm gonna keep moving. I still got to do up underneath the front. It's a lot, but it's coming off pretty easily. I'm very impressed with that hull cleaner. So if you're looking for some hull cleaner, I recommend you check out that one. I'm gonna get back to work. All right, so the exterior of the boat is cleaned up really well. It's on a new trailer. I'm really digging this new trailer. Thing fits up here pretty well. I'm ready to move on the inside of this thing now. I'm gonna get inside of it. I already pressure washed the inside, but now I gotta take all the compartments out and get down inside of these compartments, give them a good cleaning, a good scrubbing. And I'm gonna start removing the batteries and start figuring out how I'm gonna lay it out and getting this stuff back together. All right, so I removed all of the aluminum lid doors. It's pretty sick that they are actually aluminum. Pretty happy about that because I'm a metal guy and I'd much rather them be aluminum than fiberglass. Make my job a little bit easier as far as cleaning them up. And I might even get those powder coated before I put them in. Got to see what the budget allows. And I also removed all the existing upholstery that was on the interior walls of the boat. As you can see here, it's a lot of aluminum doors in here. And I see aluminum battery tray right there. These are the biggest pieces inside. I really don't care if the new ones have those little pockets in them. That's not a necessity to me. If I cannot get those made at a reasonable price, I'll probably end up just putting turf on the inside wall of the boat. These two little pieces right here, there's 4 of those, 2 of each. Those go up in the bow of the boat, and they're basically like a backrest for anyone sitting up front. I'm gonna hop in the boat and give you a quick walkthrough of what it looks like and kind of the pros and cons of what I've found about this boat. So the hull turned out pretty good. I mean, I cleaned the hell out of this thing. I hit it up with some purple power and pressure washer, and I got this thing in pretty good looking shape. Give you a quick once over of it. Start at the front up here. So this area in the front is similar to a lot of these boats that are set up with the front bow ride section, the wraparound seating. The compartment here actually runs all the way across to this compartment here. It's like a big U shape. And inside of here, it was originally carpeted, and I cleaned this carpet up pretty good with the pressure washer and some carpet cleaner, and I'm gonna leave it because it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get up inside of here, and especially trying to wrap all the way around this front area with carpet. I don't really care if it's tan. Nothing else in the boat's gonna be tan, but I think it'll be fine. I mean, that carpet turned out pretty clean. I think it'll be all right. I did take one of the panels off here. It was like an upholstered piece, basically like a back of a seat. Same thing on this side. And we had a mirror image on the other side. There was one here and one on this side. I'm gonna have to get those remade. I really don't want to make those myself. Dash and everything turned out pretty clean. There's a little bit of stuff over here I'm gonna have to scrub off here. I don't know what this is, but it's really stuck on there. Then I also removed these big panels that wrapped up here. That's where the pocket was on them. I'm not too worried about the pocket, and if I can't get a piece to go up there that's upholstered, I'm just gonna turf that entire side of the boat. I mean, that's my only other option. I'll cover that hole up with some type of removable panel so I can get in there if I have to, but I can turf that and it'll probably look even better. It gets us into our back deck here. I guess these are just storage compartments here. You got storage compartments on either side here and here. And this plastic cleaned up pretty good. I mean, these holes in the bottom, these drains, they just run into the bottom of the boat and they go back to your bilge. And then it's got a live well in here. It's got the double lid for that. So basically this flap right here, this is basically just a cover. It houses over top of all these connection points for your gas tank. I guess just to keep the batteries away from them and help give some extra added protection. Now across this area right here, it had a aluminum pan that could house 3 batteries. Probably gonna reuse that. It's pretty messed up and dirty. I cleaned it up, but I'm gonna have to repaint it. I might even get it powder coated, at least that one piece and not all the metal pieces. But down inside up here, this is your oil tank reservoir for the 2-stroke, and I cleaned the gas tank up pretty good, but I mean, it looks really good. It was dirty as crap, but I pressure washed it, and this thing will never be as dirty as it was. I still gotta scrape some of this stuff out the bottom, but it won't be a big deal. So our last compartment in here is this big floor compartment. And I guess this is like some type of rod locker, storage area maybe. This thing is long. It goes way up in there. Same type of deal with this. This is actually the bottom of the boat. It's one thing I do not like about this boat is that this is sitting right on the bottom. So any type of water or anything that gets in there, it's gonna fill up in there. Obviously it'll run to the back of the boat, but I mean, I got all my rods and stuff in there. I don't really want them getting, you know, soaked in salt water if I have this thing out in the bay or something. So I might try to build a false floor in here to keep them up, just to keep the rods off the bottom. But it's gonna be a main storage compartment for the boat right here. I do like it, but the floor of it's a little questionable. Man, this boat is really starting to clean up nicely. I'm getting excited, my family's getting excited. Technically, this is gonna be my wife's boat. The boat I sold to get this one was her boat. The deal we have is, as long as she has a fish and ski boat to take the family cruising and tubing, I can have whatever boat I want, as many as I want, as long as we can afford it. So it's a great deal for both of us. At this stage of the game with this boat, I'm gonna start running some electrical wires. I got a lot of LEDs and stuff that's going into the boat. I gotta figure out what's working and what needs to be replaced with the existing pumps and stuff like that. And I'm gonna run the power cables and the cradles for my Garmin units. The cool thing about the Garmin units is I have multiple boats. I can interchange them very easily. I love the quick connect cradles that they actually fit into, because you just pop them out, put them in your bag, whichever boat you're gonna hop in, they're interchangeable. Makes it very easy. I already have a couple of 54s and a 52 transducer, so it's only gonna cost me a little over $100 maybe to get the fish finder set up in here. All right, so I'm gonna get back to work on this, but real quick, before I do that, I wanna touch on something. I am hosting my first Trick 10's John Boat tournament. Now, it's very simple. It's an online tournament, similar to a lot of the kayak fishing tournaments. It's gonna be hosted by Tyler Page with Bass Lives Matters. He's done this before on his Facebook group, and I'm gonna be running this through my Facebook group. I'm gonna let him run it because he's familiar with it, but we've got a bunch of cool stuff we're gonna be giving away. We've got 3 nice trophies. He's got an onboard charger. I'm gonna probably give away a graph bridge, some sticker packages. I haven't really decided exactly what I'm gonna give away, but it's gonna be really cool. And the cool thing about this tournament is you can fish it anywhere. You could be fishing another tournament and fish this one at the same time. All of the entry fees are donations to a charity. It's only a $5 minimum. So you can get into this tournament for $5. You can win some cool prizes. I'm really hoping this thing will take off, because it's something that I'd like to do more of, and hopefully we can get some big money tournaments going if we can get this ball rolling. So I'm gonna leave a link to that down in the description of this video. Go check that out. You will have to join my Facebook group. It's Trick 10's official John Boat builds. It's gonna be pretty simple. I'm gonna go live on Sunday night, and I'm going to explain some more of that. The tournament is the last weekend of July, so it's a 3-day tournament. Gives you a lot of time to figure out what you're gonna do and when you're gonna fish. You can fish multiple days. So good luck to you guys. I really hope you guys check that out. So if you like this video, hit that like button. Please subscribe so you can keep up with this build, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.